Today we're going to talk about conditional statements. So at the top of your composition book on your right hand side, you're going to write conditional statements. In geometry, you use something called proofs to lead you through problems and explain what you're doing. So you're going to be using a lot of math language, and you're going to be using those postulates that we've started learning about. I'm going to add some more vocabulary to what we've learned, so you really want to pay attention to the words in this. Okay, so conditional statements. You already know a statement must have a period. It's a sentence. So this isn't a question. It is a statement. And this statement is comprised of two parts. So first of all, you have the hypothesis. So you think, wait a minute, I'm not in science. But in math and science, you're always proving something. And so you're always going to have a hypothesis. And the other part is going to be your conclusion. So the hypothesis is the part of the sentence that begins with the if. So if I do this, then something will happen. So this is your then part of the statement. So you always know that your hypothesis is the if part of the statement, and your conclusion is the then part. So let's look at an example. Go ahead and write this. If it is 9 a.m. 9 a.m. in Alpine, then it is 5 p.m. in Ireland. Okay, I'm going to break apart this sentence. So I'm going to go up and I'm going to change my coloring. I'm going to use a pink. You don't have to change your colors if you don't want to. I'm going to underline in pink the part that is the hypothesis. So it starts with the if. So the hypothesis is going to include it is 9 a.m. in Alpine. So if it is 9 a.m. in Alpine, I'm going to go up and change my color to underline my conclusion. Do orange. Let's do purple. I'm going to do purple for my conclusion. The conclusion is then it is 5 p.m. in Ireland. So purple is my conclusion, and pink is going to be my hypothesis. Oops, sorry about that. So pink will be my hypothesis. So basically, when you're talking about conditional statements, you just need to remember that the if part is the hypothesis. If something happens, then something else is going to happen, and that then is the conclusion. So moving on, we're going to try to rewrite normal statements into conditional form. So go ahead and just put rewriting. Into conditional form. So I'm going to give you a sentence, and we're going to talk about how can we change that into conditional. And we know that conditional involves the if and the then, if-then statement. So let's do something from geometry. So 2 points are collinear. We learned what that meant on the same line. If they lie on the same line. Okay, let's change that. That's just a regular statement. Let's change it into a conditional statement. So I need an if and a then. So I could change it to if 2 points lie on the same line, then, there's my conclusion, they are collinear. So I have my hypothesis, if 2 points lie on the same line, and my conclusion, then they are collinear.